Hello, I'm Todd Haney, and welcome to the Project and Operations Management Week 2 discussion, talking about work breakdown structures. So first, what is the work breakdown structure, or as we reference it, WBS? It's a method for breaking down complex multi-steps projects into manageable pieces. This can be then used to define activity like identifying project steps, scheduling, or things like budgeting functions. So as an example, I'd like to use my DIY example from a job that actually I did a few weeks ago. So I have a deck here that's got some worn out boards, and so they need to be replaced. And probably want to replace those with the new, improved composite deck boards. So I guess when you're starting this type of project, you're going to ask yourself, well, how many boards do I need? What step do I take first? Besides the boards, do I need any additional materials? Do I need any special tools? Do I need help? Do I need additional resources? Or how much time will this take me to do? So that gets into why the work breakdown structure is such an important step in project management. This provides a visual, systematic plan for your key project elements. So for my example, if I sat down and did the work breakdown structure, first I'm going to have to kind of do it in 3 different steps. I need to plan and order what materials I need to do the project. I need to demolition or remove the old deck boards. And then I also need to then install the new deck boards once they arrive. So with the work breakdown structure, you can actually drill down into subtasks. So under the plan and order materials, for example, I also not only do I need to calculate the need of the material, but I also need to order it, and then I need to go and receive the material. On the demolition side, not only do we need to take away the old deck boards off the deck, but then we need to clean up the area and haul them away. And then lastly, when we're installing the new deck boards, we probably need to cut them to the right length, and then we also have to screw them down to make sure that they don't come off. So it's very helpful in being able to systematically plan your key project elements. So how will doing a work breakdown structure impact the project's success? Well, there's 3 major categories that I like to take a look at. First is resource allocation, making sure that you have enough people or materials or processes around helping to make your project a success. Secondly is scheduling, making sure there's no conflicts, making sure that you can get things done when you say you need to get them done, and also to make sure that the project stays on schedule. And then lastly, you can use it to help with budgeting and cost control. So back to our example. As we further define out the WBS and we add a little bit of some information on costs and resources and a Gantt chart to kind of show us the schedule, you can kind of walk through what all this adds to the table in the current example. So first, the duration category. So we think this project might take 7 days. And well, why is that? Well, we have to calculate the materials and order them, and it's going to take Home Depot, for example, 5 days to deliver the deck boards. So within that project scope, it's at least going to take us 5 days to get the material. We estimate that it'll take about 1 day to remove the old and haul them away, and then about 1 day to install the new ones. However, when we look at the resource allocation, in this particular case, my 2 sons, Ethan and Evan, I promised them to pay them $10 per hour to help with the project. So, in the demolition phase, they're going to handle taking up the old deck boards and cleaning it up and getting them ready to haul away. So they're both going to spend half a day at $10 an hour. So each of those steps will cost me $80, or basically $160 for the demolition. Now what's interesting to note here too from the visual side of the schedule is we know that we can't begin cutting new boards to length unless we receive the other materials. And obviously we can't start putting the deck boards down until the old ones are moved away. So this help keeps the project in scope, so that way everybody understands the scheduling techniques. So if, for example, Ethan and Evan don't get to taking off the deck board on Tuesday as scheduled, they can actually move that task to Wednesday or Thursday and still be done in plenty of time when the deck board's received on Friday. That way we can keep the project on schedule. Hopefully with some of the things we pointed out in this simple application of a DIY project, you can see the impact of how the work breakdown structure can keep people on tasks and help you successfully manage your project. Thank you.